It sounds it sounds like I'm a professional podcaster that knows how to use the volume on a microphone. I am also using my headphones. That way you can hear me and I can hear me too. Whoa, whoa. That didn't rhyme, but sometimes you don't
It
have to
did.
rhyme.
Phone and whoa whoa. Phone and whoa whoa.
Sometimes when my
Phone, whoa, whoa.
whoa, whoa. Sometimes when my phone's ringing, I'm like, whoa, phone, phone,
Phone,
whoa.
whoa, whoa. Yeah, me too. It rolls off the tongue, really. But we should clap first. We should clap and we should intro and we should do all of that.
We should do all of that. The writing is just so filthy when you say things like going deep that I can't help but look at the article that I have pulled up about the 20 jaw-dropping lines in All's Fair. So let's go deep with that clap. You know what I'm saying?
It's your
You want me
clap.
to, is my clap? It's time to
You've
have the
got
clap.
the clap.
I do have the clap this week for the podcast. Get your head out of the gutter. You know what I'm saying? All right. 1, 2, 3.
Hi, I'm Maggie.
And I'm Amanda.
And we're sisters in law.
We started with Suits and then began scheming.
If you love TV, check out what's streaming.
It's only show
You're such a eloquent writer. And one might argue that All's Fair's writing really rolls off the tongue too.
Yeah.
One might say that.
One might, and you might be that one. I didn't write a brief, and I realize now that I was up to write a brief because I panic watched this last night.
I think that for this show, because it is a show about women who are lawyers, and that's kind of us, because
Right.
we did recap all of Suits, which is a law procedural drama.
We did. Can
I
we
think
hold
we
just
should
1
just-
second? Hold. Whiskey, please. We're doing business. Okay, keep going.
I think we should just each present our case and the things we loved about the show, the things we didn't love about the show, and maybe just kind of discuss it as if it were like a real debate, a real court challenge.
It does feel
Because
weird because we're not doing a brief because we always did briefs for our beloved law procedural Suits. But I agree that there is a lot to talk about with this show.
And I think that we really have very different takeaways from the show. And so your brief would be very different than what I might write for a brief. And I think we should just kind of brief it by going deep with it.
Pew, pew, pew. Whiskey, not an invitation to get up, my man. It is time for you to chill it out. All right, Maggie. I don't want to say that I was forced to watch this against my will. I will say I did not want to watch this show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it comes from the thing that, I was actually telling somebody this the other day. Because I have been binge watching this. I was like, I don't actually think I can completely keep up with the Kardashians. I get a lot of them confused. That's how much I don't know or care about the Kardashians. I don't want bad things to happen to them. I'm just not as invested as maybe you, my sister-in-law, are in the Kardashians and reality TV in general. But I feel like I've been picking a lot of the shows lately, and you just kind of been along for the ride, and you really wanted to watch this one, and I did watch it.
Is it fair to say you're on the side with the majority of critics of the show in that you did not like it and you hated it and you thought it was one of the worst shows ever written and on television?
It's an interesting question because I'm not one to normally jump on a bandwagon. I want to have my own, form my own opinion about something rather than saying, you're right, this is awful. Sometimes though, critics are good at their job and paid to do that because they know what's up. And so the answer is yes.
Can I ask another question?
You can ask
Comparing
me
this
so many questions.
comparing
show.
this to another procedural law drama that we did watch, which was Suits LA. And we recapped every episode of that, and we were really waiting for it to drop. Do you think this was better or worse than Suits LA? Because Suits LA was, I mean, we really hung in there and we had hope for it, but it was pretty bad.
Suits LA deserves 27 Emmys compared to this one.
Are you really? Wait, for real? For real? When you really think about Suits LA and you really think about All's Fair?
Wait, really? You think All's Fair is better than Suits
Yes.
LA?
I love All's Fair. I love it so much. I think it's great. I think there's critics being like, oh, there's no character arc. And I'm like, it's the first 3 episodes and people are saying that. Like, come on. Come on.
Maggie, you should completely have some kind of like inclination of what the character arc is after 3 episodes.
Yes. Kim Kardashian injects herself with her own babies, with the embryos from her soon-to-be ex-husband. What? Hello? Hello,
Okay.
drama?
I have literally, it's crazy. I watched this Monday night. I watched the 3 episodes that had dropped. So I binged it, and I did exactly as you said. I did not watch this through like Kardashian tinted glasses. I didn't even have my phone out or any. I mean, like I think I was texting for a second, but I was really trying to focus on watching it.
Yeah.
Last night I got home and I was like, it's kind of late. I'm gonna have to watch this show really quick because I knew we were recording. So I have only had this in my like world for 30 something hours. And I have told quite a lot of people about this show already that will listen.
Right. Yes. Good.
More as a warning of like, this is what you're getting into. I described it to a group yesterday morning at a meeting about, it's like, you know, when you see a wreck on the side of the road and you're coming up on it and you know it's bad, and then you get there and it's actually a lot worse, and then you're just really worried about like the people, and you're sending like thoughts and prayers and vibes and crystals, whatever it is that you do, hoping that everything comes out okay in the end and that people make it out on the other side. That was the same feeling I had watching this, because I'm like, I can't turn away.
I disagree. I need to know why, though. So sure, you don't like
you
it.
tell
but
me
like,
what you tell me why you like it, because I'm talking a lot about how
yeah.
I'm actually
well, I want to.
totally going to finish it. I'm totally going to finish this show.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, I literally had to Google to see why people were such haters on this show. I was like, I don't
are you doing that
understand.
as a bit? I need to know. Are you saying that as
No.
a bit to
I
be
genuinely
funny?
no.
for the
I
thousands
texted you
and
when I was
thousands of
watching
people?
it. I
I
texted
thought-
you when I was watching it, and I was like, I'm laughing out loud. Sarah Paulson, her delivery of these lines is so funny. So I
Yes.
literally was like, I have to see why. Like, I think it's beautifully shot. I'm like, this is there. It's just like every other procedural law drama. It's just like every other show, but like, why do people hate this one so much? Right? It's co-created by a Pulitzer Prize winning playwright. Okay? Like, people are like hating on it so much. And I think largely it's because of Kim Kardashian. I think that's like, people cannot take it seriously. People don't think that it understands that it's being cliche funny. People don't understand that it's being like a RuPaul's Drag Race wrapped up inside a law drama featuring female leads. I think people think that it cannot possibly be self-aware enough to know of its ridiculousness.
Here's the thing. I hear what you're saying, that you think this is a RuPaul's Drag Race wrapped up in a law procedural with Kim Kardashian. That's a great tagline. They are touching on some really hot topics and some pretty heavy stuff. And the one I was watching last night, I was like, dang.
That was a serious one.
But also they've touched on some other topics too. And that's where it's confusing. They aren't picking a lane. And so like even the one with Jessica Simpson, right? Where that was so ridiculous, like the botched job or whatever, like all of the plastic surgery and everything. But the story behind it was really
messed up.
And I feel like also here, the other thing is, when Elizabeth Berkley jumps over the balcony, and then the next day they're sitting around in their fucking negligees being like, so she just jumped. So I feel like some of this stuff like is really important, like issues that need to be addressed.
Yeah.
And if they're trying to do it under the veil of a RuPaul's Drag Race, that's where I have a problem with it, because I feel like they're trying to be super funny and like vulgar as all get out, like gratuitous to the point of like nobody actually talks like that. And then they have these really serious things, to which I want to say, pick a lane or pick 2 lanes, because to me, they are jumping on a double-decker highway right now, bouncing around the stories. That is how I feel about it. So that is why I can't wrap my head around what this show is, because of the constant, like, as we would call it, like context switching, but like it is like serious and then it's not. And then it's like they're all horned up and then they're talking all gross and everything. And then they're talking about plastic surgery. And then somebody's been like possibly like drugged and like, assaulted. Like it's so much, so quick.
And then he gets murdered, possibly.
The thing
The
is,
guy
like,
who drugs her gets murdered, maybe
and they're
by
not-
Niecy Nash's sons.
right, maybe. The thing is they're not giving the same weight to the topics that I do believe they need to let them sit for a second. I'm getting real worked up about it now, if you can't tell. So that's the thing. Like, if it was just like the overall like vulgar talk, gratuitous, which I mean, nothing really offends me, but like if it was a lot of that, and them, dressed up like, the way that they're dressed, because that's the way they want to dress. And that's fine. Like women can dress the way they want to dress. Like if it was all of that and just like a bunch of the banner and these like cases, it's the heavier topics that they're trying to address that are like a lot of times women's issues that I don't think that they're letting them sit long enough or really like letting them breathe. And then they're pivoting back and forth. That's where I have a problem with it.
Do you like that Niecy Nash's character always wears a fancy hat because she's an investigator, though? Do you like that, though? That's pretty good.
I do. I kind of wish
That's-
it was like a little tiny hat, like that would be fun.
There's episode 5 coming. We don't know.
There is definitely an opportunity for like, 2 attorneys in a trench coat situation with the investigation. So yes, I do like that she doesn't wear a hat all the time, but she wears a hat a lot of the times.
Did you also like in one of the episodes when Kim Kardashian is wearing like assless chaps with her professional wear?
Right? That's the thing. It's like you can't do you agree with me that they can't pick a lane?
I think it doesn't bother me that it's not one lane. Because I think it's actually more drama than it is the funny lines. But I think that the funny lines are attention release for the drama, is how I would say. I think that like Sarah Paulson's character is just so ridiculous, and I love her so much as a character because she's this she wanted to go to the law firm with all the cool girls. She didn't get picked. She perms her own hair at home because it's economical. 10 years later, she's a high-powered attorney who has it out for them, and every single thing she says is the most ridiculous lines of dialogue that I have ever heard. And I love her delivery of them. I think she's like the comedic relief in this show that is, like you said, very heavy-handed. I don't think that like Kim Kardashian is dropping jokes, and I don't think Glenn Close is dropping jokes, and I don't think Niecy Nash is dropping jokes, or even Naomi Watts. Like they're all playing it straight, which is also comical in some senses because it's like this is so over the top. Like when they're sitting and eating lunch, or Kim's talking about like all her plastic surgery she did to get over her husband cheating on her. Like it's all delivered as if this is like an Oscar script. But I really don't think what they're saying is funny, except for Sarah Paulson's character, who is like the comedic relief.
Okay, dialogue, yes. I do agree that Sarah Paulson is by far the comedic relief. I do think though that they have some pretty like absurd storylines that they think are like that. So like, okay, let's take Rick Springfield and Jessica Simpson. Also like wild that we have 2 like musicians and stars that are playing opposite each other. Okay. And that is a very heavy topic, but then they have her show up looking so incredibly botched that I did not know that was Jessica Simpson and had to like go back. Cause I was like, hold up. Is that
But
Jessica
I didn't think
Simpson?
that was funny. Did you think her being botched was funny?
No, I thought the way they did the makeup was fun. Like it was so over the top,
Right.
you know?
I thought when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, she really got some bad plastic surgery. And then that was the whole deal with the whole show, that it was supposed to be bad plastic surgery. I was like, this is well done. Well done, makeup department. That's what I thought.
Yeah, you know what? You're entitled to your thoughts.
I think it was funny too in that one whose husband was cheating on them, and he had introduced, they were in a throuple, and she was going to leave him for the woman that he brought in
Oh, yeah.
to the throuple. Was this the first episode or the second episode? And then they go and they dig and they
Third?
find
No,
out that
this
he's
was-
into. Was that the pilot?
No, that
Or
was
the
like
second
last.
episode?
I was watching that last night, or it's all run together because it's just 2 nights.
Yeah. No, this was early on. This wasn't last night's episode. He is into like S&M stuff, and then they're presenting the PowerPoint
Oh, that
slide
one.
of all
Yeah.
the things, and it's like a humongous butt plug, and also he dresses like a pig and has people suckle his piggly wigglies. That was a funny line delivery, but that was supposed to be. You know what I mean?
Did you want me to quote the line? Because I have it
Yeah.
pulled up.
Could you, the piggly wiggly suckling?
Now, here he is in fantastic full fetish mode, dressed as a filthy piggy. Those people under him are suckling on his piggly wiggly titties, or as they call them on the farm, soteets.
Yeah. So, I mean, who's not watching the show? Like with a dialogue like that, how could you not?
And another line from that same scene. An anal stimulator, a favorite of your clients, and just for size comparison, here it is next to a traffic cone.
Yeah.
I just want to go on
brilliant.
record. I am quoting something. Okay? These are not words that come out of my mouth.
Read
On
some
air.
more, Amanda. I like your delivery of some of these lines. And those aren't even Sarah Paulson lines.
Yeah, I mean, I can do the big Sarah Paulson line that happens in season 1 if you're wanting to hear that.
Yeah, deliver like the ones that you liked the most. How about that?
Oh my God.
And
I can't even
as you're
believe-
delivering them, it's okay if you change your mind and decide that this is a good show. Okay?
You know, I don't even want to say these.
Because
This
know
is-
that I'm just going to take a clip of you saying them and then give no context and put it on the
100%. 100%. It's pretty awful. I don't want a clip of this. I mean, people can listen to it. It's fine. Like this, who wrote this? I mean, it doesn't matter if you are a playwright. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, right?
So John Robin Bite, what's his name? Bites, right?
Yeah. And every freaking person that stumbles onto this show is an executive producer. They have more executive producers than I've ever seen on any television show.
Because they know it's going to be a moneymaker. They know they're going to get that money. They know this is going to be a profit. This is going to be a cash cow. We're talking about Piggly Wigglies. This thing, you can ride this milk farm straight to the bank. Suck on those gold-plated teats, because all's fair is a money maker.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to slaughter this money-making cow? We'll just eat some beef. You got beef with the show? Nom, nom, nom. It's Wagyu, bitch.
I mean, the thing is I don't know if you are. Oh, I have a lighter.
You're lit.
This show is. Oh, I'll lit a candle. I can't tell, and I know you pretty well, if this is just all for show. The way that you are so committed to loving this show right now. Because also you were texting me in all caps with no punctuation, which felt a little like dramatic and like a bit rather than like, I need to have a talk with you about this show. So you're all
I
in
was
on this.
trying
Are
to
you 11 out of
convince you.
10? Are
I
you
was
11
trying
out of
to-
10 on this show?
I think I'm a 9 out of 10. If I'm
What are
being
you
honest.
telling? What are you telling people about this show? Have you
I
talked to
haven't talked to
any?
anyone except you. I've been saving this. And so I'm excited to talk
You
to
haven't
my
talked to Kyle.
sister-in-law.
You and Kyle and I were in a text thread about it a little bit, but we
I
didn't
told
talk much
Kyle he
about it.
should watch it. I said he'll actually like it. And then I did also
Do
say,
you, wait
I
a
don't,
minute.
I said,
Do you think he'll actually like the show, or do you think he'll like the absurdity and he'll like the hearing us talk about it? Because I also know my brother pretty well,
yeah.
and I don't know if this is his cup of tea.
No, I don't think he will actually like it because he doesn't like Real Housewives. He doesn't like RuPaul. Oh, no, I think he would like RuPaul's Drag Race. He doesn't like those reality shows that are like big in pop culture and not so much in like critics, you know, critics love them. So I don't know if he would. I was saying to him though, I need you to watch the show and I think you will like it and I really hope you'll like it because I don't think Amanda likes it and it would be nice to have someone who does like it. I don't know that any of my friends will like this show. And I think that's an atrocity. I'm finding people on the internet who like it. And
And
that's
those are
nice.
your people. Those
I'll
are
make
your
some
people.
internet friends. Because some people like Vanity Fair or no, The Atlantic wrote something like this show is horrible. And then people were like, let the girls have fun. It's
Okay,
TV.
to be
Chill
fair,
out.
they're allowed to write articles. We have not been cut off completely from being able to write articles yet. So
Yet.
they are allowed to write. They are allowed to write articles.
Yeah.
And some people might like it. Remember, we loved With Love Megan, and a lot of people were like, right? Now I would never equate this show to With Love Megan, mainly because of like the taste, right? I don't know.
Well, Meghan Markle was at Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party, but then they had all their pictures removed from Kris Jenner's carousel because she was not wearing a red poppy and it was Veterans Day in the UK.
Okay.
Anyways, that's neither here nor there. I think
Is there anything you really like? Is there one thing, if you were going to say, let me ask this question, because I think if people are like watching and listening right now, they're thinking, I can't quite sink my teeth into this because Amanda has a very compelling argument about why it's not a great show. What would you do? Like, what's your counter argument to our listeners who have not watched the show and they're this far into the podcast to go watch it? In fact, tell me, what is the one scene of all the scenes that you're like, this is the best representation of the show, and this is the scene you should watch and why? I want to hear
I
it.
think you should watch all 4 episodes. And here's
Okay,
why.
if you don't
Here's
have
why.
time. Okay.
No, I think that this is a show worth putting on, even if it's in the background. If you like this, if you like Law and Order SVU, but you don't watch it and you're like, I have to follow these storylines all the time. You just like have it on in the background while you're cooking some pasta. If you do that with Law and Order SVU, but then you also enjoy like some Real Housewives, even though this is not reality, but you like that kind of like quick banter cattiness, this is it. This is a great show. It might not be a show that you're like, I have to dive in and watch this fully, but it's a show that you can be like, oh no, I can't believe that happened. Like, I can't believe that Kim Kardashian's receptionist is having a baby with her ex-husband, who's also in a transactional, but maybe not fully transactional, maybe could be something else relationship with a transvestite sex worker. Transsexual sex worker. There's drama here. There's humor here. It's a show that I think deserves a second look, a second chance. I think it deserves. It's got a lot going on. There's moments where you're like, what is going on here? And then you're like, oh man. Okay.
I'm real hung up on the fact that this is a show you would watch while you're cooking pasta.
Well, I wouldn't because my kids are home.
Kids would be around.
But if I was alone, I would for sure put the show on while I'm cooking pasta. Are you kidding? What a great cooking show.
Yeah.
The lighting. It's like an Instagram.
I will say somebody that had seen it did say I'll give them this. The way that it's shot, like it does look like some kind of like up and coming like DP or somebody who's like really trying to like with the like cinematically it is very
It's
well
good
done.
looking. Yeah.
It's good. It's a good looking show.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did hear that feedback from somebody. So again,
The
I've talked to
cast
many
is
people about
great.
this.
And what do they say? What do they
Um,
say?
so I talked to one person who had seen some of it, and they said this is an awful show.
Who
But
was that?
huh?
What's their who was that? Was that a
It's not a
serious
TV.
person?
It's a serious person. I'm
Okay.
worried to name names of the people that have bashed this show because I don't want to pull them into this.
Because I'll be texting them.
You'll be texting him.
But
So I did hear that this is an awful show, but it looks good. I was like, I can agree with that. The rest of the people that I have talked about with this have like seen clips, and so I had a meeting yesterday morning, and like we were just kind of sitting around before. It was a little group that I'm in, and we were sitting around waiting until everybody got there. And I was like, well, I was up late watching 3 episodes of All's Fair, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, how is it? I was like, well, what do you know? And there a couple of people like I've seen like clips and I've heard that it's awful. I was like, you're right. Now, and that's when I described the train wreck. So I've actually only talked to one person besides you who has seen some of it. I don't know how much they've seen, but they've seen enough to know that it's an awful show and it looks good. That's it.
yeah, that's
That's
interesting.
all I got.
It's interesting. I have a question though. Do you commend that it has 0% or had 0% on Rotten Tomatoes and they used that to hook more people in? Commendable.
I mean, it's a marketing tactic. Do what you got to do.
The
What if we
marketing's been great
What
on
if we
this show.
said this podcast has 0 listeners and people are like, oh, now I've got to go listen just to see why?
Honestly,
Is that what we need to do to up our
everyone who's
listenership?
listening, share this and say, wow, this podcast has 0 listeners. I can't believe it.
I got a spit take. No, it's a spit take.
That's it. Amanda, that's what this podcast has been missing. We have not been building
I have
upon...
done one spit take before, but that's when we were just talking about grinding beans. So, look, spit takes happen in my life, you know?
Yeah, I know. Anyways, yeah, this show had 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. We've gotten 0 new reviews on our podcast, so that also we need some new reviews. We could use that as a marketing. Anyway, I think it's great. I think it's a good show.
I do think we had a lot of fun people that they were able to get a lot of people in here. Like we had Judith Light from Who's the Boss. I don't know if you grew up watching that show, so that was fun to see her. She was the woman that was getting divorced who had all the jewels. So Judith Light was in it. Elizabeth Berkley, who is Jessie Spano. And, she got really jacked up on caffeine pills on Saved by the Bell. So, like, she was so excited. And, like, and I hated to see that she also, like, jumped over a ledge. So this was, like, a grown-up Jessie Spano. We had Ed O'Neill.
Yes.
Al Bundy, right?
Yep.
Also, I can't remember his character's name now from Modern Family. It literally just left my brain, but I'll remember it. We had some good people. We had, what's his face? He's from Entourage. And I can't remember his name, but he was the attorney representing Rick Springfield's character.
Yeah.
He's from
And he's
Entourage.
also, isn't he one of those little, like, known people in that
Yes.
really famous thing? That really famous, with, like, they got the big feet and it's Frodo and they're going to get the ring. Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
He's one of
I
the
was
little
waiting for you to
Frodos.
say, is he... I wanted you to have to come up with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I was going to say Lord of the Flies and I was like, that's not it. Lord of the Dance?
Good.
No. And I was like, what are they getting? Ring.
Who else
A
do we
great
have?
cast. Here's
Jessica
another... Wait.
Simpson?
I'm sorry. I have to say something to you. Okay. All of these people you are listing who are just guest stars, not to mention the main players, the recurring stars of this show, who are also executive producers. Do you think they would have signed on to something if they thought it was awful?
If they
Like, what
need
do
to
you
collect
think-
a check,
What do you think they think about this show?
the same thing I think.
You think that they think this show is bad?
You know what? I'm going to go look on all of their like Insta and Twitter or X or whatever and see how many of them are promoting it.
Go do, yeah. Sarah Paulson was at Kris Jenner's house doing like promos for it. They were all hanging out. I think they genuinely have become friends. And this is one of those shows that happens when you guys are just like, they're just hyping each other up and they're like, this is so good. I love it. I love it. I love it. And they're having so much fun creating it. And then it gets hit and it's like, this is too ahead of its time. Too ahead of its time. This in 10 years, people will be watching it like people watch Suits. It'll be like, oh man, have you heard of this show? Let's watch this show. Yeah.
Maggie, it hurts me a lot that you have compared it to the legacy that is Suits.
I think it's going to be a one season wonder, but I think it's going to be a cult classic. And that's what I will say.
Okay. I think it's also going to be a one season wonder. And I think people will join a cult and watch this. That's where they would watch this. It wouldn't be a cult classic, but it would be something that would be aired inside of a cult.
Mm.
That's what I think.
Well, if I go missing, at least you know where to find me. I have to say I am disappointed that you didn't love it. Not in you, but I'm disappointed because I thought we really, really had a good hit here. This is kind of reminding me of the time that when I was in film school and my brother texted me and he was like, I need a movie recommendation for this girl. We're going to watch a movie and I want to impress her. And I said, Hot Rod.
Oh, yeah.
And
Your favorite movie.
And then he texted me like 2 hours later and he was like, if this girl breaks up with me, I'll never forgive you. But they're married now. So
Okay, good. Sometimes they can get past the weird stuff, you know? And if that's Hot Rod. You do love Hot Rod.
I do. And I love the show. And I think that I really thought.
What did you think? Did you really actually think she's going to love this show?
Yeah, I did.
You did? You
I did,
watched
Amanda.
this and you know me.
Yeah,
You know me
I thought-
well.
I thought you would find it entertaining. I thought you would like the fashion.
I do
thought-
think I do like Naomi Watts' wardrobe.
Yeah.
I think she looks lovely.
Yeah, she does.
I think she looks lovely. And I do think Carrington Lane, Sarah Paulson's character, when she like has her makeover, she has some pretty sharp looking stuff. The other two are not really my style. And Glenn Close is just like kind of old.
She's just always wearing white.
She's always wearing white, yeah.
Yeah.
So, which is fine. But I think Naomi Watts has some nice stuff, and I do think so does Sarah Paulson. Like,
Yeah.
I think that like screams highly successful attorney. You know, like it's giving like Jessica Pearson in 2025.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay.
You know?
So I thought you would like that.
I did like that. I did like that.
I thought you would really love Sarah Paulson's performance.
I did.
That
I
was-
didn't.
yeah.
I did not disagree with that, and I even said in a text message in all caps, no punctuation, that she is a delight. I do think. I thought her role
Yeah.
was so stupid that I loved it.
Yeah. She has like the funniest lines to deliver, and she delivers them with such a straight face.
What's interesting to me is that we just finished watching The Chair Company, which one would argue is a comedy. And you also said this is a comedy. And so I'm thinking about some of the other comedies that we've watched, which Nobody Wants This isn't like straight up comedy. It's a comedy. Yeah, I guess. So I'm thinking about just like people's taste in comedy. And this is what was interesting to me is that you were truly categorizing this as a comedy. And then some like really heavy stuff, way heavier than the others.
It's a dramedy. I thought the opening scene was way funnier than I was expecting it. I thought like to open with them leaving the firm and then Sarah Paulson coming in straight with like her entire monologue there. I thought that was so funny. And then I was hooked. And then I was along for the ride with all the drama and all of the everything and all the characters and all of this. But I was hooked because it made me laugh within the first like 5 minutes of the show. Genuinely laugh.
Okay.
And
You know,
once I laugh, I'm in. Then you can show me anything. Then it's like, oh man, now it's a horror show. Oh well, I'm giggly.
well, I
Really
guess
breaks the tension of a show.
we didn't both agree on Wayward. So it's okay that we don't agree on this.
Yeah, I think I maybe just love TV. I'm trying to think. There must be a show that I hate. Maybe we can find it. But so far,
This is not it.
this isn't it. I liked it. I liked it. A
Okay.
lot.
Well, agree to disagree. I'm
Do we
gonna
need to
I'm
talk
gonna
about what
skip
it's
through.
actually about? Like, so
Yeah.
also
We haven't even said anything about.
about it. I mean, just in case you
We
need to
can.
talk to your coworkers about it. First of all, the names of these people are incredible. It's like Allura, Liberty, Emerald, right? Just incredible names that are nouns.
Yes.
And they're all attorneys who have started their own firm, and within 10 years, it's like the highest profit divorce firm in the country, right? It's
Yeah.
incredible. So then every episode they have like different people come in, and while this is all happening, they're also dealing with the divorces of their clients, which are every episode is a different divorce that's wild, awful, horrendous, and they always fix it and make the woman win, right? At the same time, they're dealing with personal issues like Kim Kardashian's character, Allura, finds out her husband is a cheater. He wants to leave her. He's had multiple relationships. He's impregnated her receptionist, but she doesn't take it out on the receptionist. She helps the receptionist build her baby room, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's very
Well, it
like,
was
we
a whole
got your back.
the best kind of revenge is a life well lived, right? So
Yes. And then there's also Naomi Watts' character, Liberty. She's like she's getting proposed to by this doctor who seems like a unicorn kind of guy, but she doesn't know what to say because she sees so many divorces. She's struggling with that. Glenn Close's character, she's the mentor figure. She's older. Her husband's dying, and she loves him so much that she can't even have an affair because she just loves him and she just wants to be with him. Like a really deep, solid love. Niecy Nash's character is a single mom. 3 boys who are triplets going off to Ivy League college. She deals with some heavy shit in episode 4.
she does. It's a
But
lot.
they all have each other's backs.
It's not my cup of tea or coffee, as we just saw, because I did a spit take, and I can't finish that coffee. People are watching it. I think they're watching it because they're like just genuinely curious.
Yeah. Which is what I was. And I still am.
No, you weren't genuinely curious. You were fucking excited about it.
I was really excited. What I was really excited about was we couldn't find anything else to watch. And I said, this is it. Amanda has to watch it.
And it's crazy because there's actually a lot out there now that looking back, there's a lot that we could have watched.
Yeah. You know what else, though? Wayward was also my suggestion to watch. And I feel like maybe I'm just missing the mark with you.
No,
I'm going to keep trying.
No. I didn't even think
I'm going
about
to keep
that.
trying. I'm going to keep trying.
I didn't think about that you had suggested 2 shows that I don't like.
Yeah. I really got to get to know you better. That's what this next
I
decade
thought
is
you
for.
knew me. Yeah. Well, how long have we known each other?
Probably
12
like
years?
no
13?
longer than that. Let's see. I started taking classes at DCH in around this time, 2011. So 14 years.
14 years. Just known each other for just a mere 14 years.
Yeah. But we've only been talking about television.
For 2.
Yeah. And most of that was one show. So now we're really getting to know each other's taste.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll pick this back up after the last 4 episodes. So we'll come back to you guys in a month, right? And recap the last 4. Is it 4 episodes or 9?
Yeah. I think it's an 8. I think it's 8.
Oh, hang on. IMDb says 9, actually.
Oh,
If you look
good.
at if you look at the good. If you look at everybody that's in, like, as far as like all of
What
the
a
main
weird
cast.
number.
Well, it's a weird show.
Yeah, I hope that some people listen, and please DM the podcast and I'll see it and you can tell me how much you love it.
Yeah, that'd be great. Maggie will see
Or
it.
DM
And
if
then
you hate
and then
it, and I'll
screen
send
and
it
then
to. I'll send it to you.
she'll screenshot it to me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Either one. You just let us
Okay.
know what you think.
Okay. Should I sign us off?
Sign us off.
Well, actually, you know what? Before I sign us off, do you want to take a trip?
Oh, for Prediction Town. Yeah, we get to do it.
Should we?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's go.
We're going to do Prediction Town on 2 different shows because we're doing them
Yes.
halfway through.
I'm going to pack my little Birkin in honor of this show. It's an invisible.
I'm going to wear a deep V and a tiny little investigator hat.
Perfect for investigating the future. Let's hop on that train, Amanda.
Train lets off at 5th Avenue. Okay.
What do you think?
I predict it's going to be more cringe. And I think, okay, let me go character by character. I think Glenn Close's husband, Ed O'Neill, he's going to kick it.
Mm.
And then she's going to go out and start having a good time. I think Allura is going to get pregnant with her babies.
With twins.
With twins, for sure, because of her age. I think... What are all the other character names?
I think when she gets pregnant too, this is going to be very bad because she forged her ex's signature in order to implant those embryos in her. So now what are they going to do? It's not like shared marital custody. What happens in that situation where like the
you know
embryos?
Who would know? A good lawyer would know that.
Yeah. Because the embryos were property, but now they're implanted in her. Is he entitled to parental rights then? Because I'm guessing so.
I don't know. I think Naomi Watts, something will happen with her relationship. Because like she decided to lean in and be like, okay, I like this guy. I'm not going to be a weirdo.
Something bad.
I think, not something bad. I think she'll end up, or he'll end up breaking up or breaking her heart. Because she's just, I think, you know what? I think because she decided to lean in and be like, you know what? I'm not going to be a weirdo anymore. I'm going to go for it. I like this guy. Let's get married. Then I think he's going to end up doing something to break her heart.
I'm going to go the opposite on that one because I think Glenn Close's husband is going to pass away, like you said. And then I think there needs to be a stable marriage in this dynamic law firm that gives them all hope. So I'm going to say that this one's going to make it. I think Niecy Nash's sons were involved in the killing of her assailant. And I think that's going to be something that they all have to scramble to cover up.
Yeah.
Or figure out because they have bright futures ahead of them. And we can't let a little murder get in the way if I know anything from television.
Yeah. One of us has something going on with the mic. I can hear. It's like a...
Fuzzy. Here. Did it go away when I did that?
Talk.
I'm talking now, but now I'm going to mute it, see if the fuzz is gone.
It was like a loose cord. It was like the cord was loose.
Does it sound better now?
Yeah.
Okay. When did it start?
I'm hearing it again. It could be me, but I think if I'm hearing it in the headphones, it's also...
It could be your headphone cord is loose, and so it's not recording on the podcast.
Okay.
It's hilarious that this happens on YouTube Live and more people aren't watching this. Incredible production quality.
I know, right?
Gosh, missing some gems. Just like people who aren't giving All's Fair a chance are missing some gems.
Margaret,
anyway, sign us off. Sign us
All
off,
right.
Amanda. Sign
Ready?
us off.
I'm all sign us off. Thanks so much for tuning in. You can check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere else you get your podcast. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review.
And if you don't know what to say with that review, you could say, All's Fair got 0%, but I give this podcast 5 stars. La 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 la. Oh, meow.